this session, and really thank you for coming here specifically. It's been a long day. I'm sure a lot of things have been already mentioned in the keynote, and Andy has covered the topics pretty extensively. So what I'm going to do is, and in this session, it has got 3 slots. I talk about digital transformation. The second slot will be with our partner ServiceNow, and then the third slot is about what we do in SAP, in manufacturing and in services. That's the 3 segments that we'll be talking about. So let me just take you to some time. And many years ago, when I started as a software engineer over here, and we were in Seams. I don't know if anybody knows who's in Mumbai and they know what Seams. Anybody knows? Okay, great. Because that was the only place where you could write some software and export it, right? And that time, that was the first evolution of internet, and internet came in and not many people had access. So we as junior or software programmers had no access to that. And only the MD had connection to that, and only at some time, he used to go to the terminal and have access to his private emails. That was the first era. And since then, now when I look at my daughter, she's my training ground. I look at my daughter specifically around digital transformation. I learn about her, and in the next 10 minutes I will keep naming her quite often. So now from that era of internet to the power of mobile, everything you can just now log into your email and see what's happening on your email, who's sending it. That's what has been the transition. So mobiles obviously have created a huge disruption, and we now talk about Tata Tele and merging with now Airtel as the new announcements done. It's going to be a time for consolidation. I never thought, when Reliance first came in, 500 rupiah dhamaka on a mobile that was launched, I never thought that servants would buy mobiles at any point of time. And at some point I was actually selling telecom services in my earlier company, and I was talking to them about the norms of smart mobile application, and or rather the other way around. I was trying to push the application on smart mobile, and that time Vodafone CIO and Idea CIO told me that there are not many people who bought smartphones, and I was telling what is happening in Europe and US. It normally comes here in a much rapid speed, but that time we agreed to disagree. But however, as you see now, things are so fast, everything is coming on mobiles. I do not know how many people still go to the bank to do trading. I do not know. I have not been to the bank for a very long time. Anybody still goes to the bank? Couple of times. Maybe, I need to develop some apps for that part of the segment which is missing. Okay. Things are rapidly changing. It's a pretty disruptive environment, and going forward, we talk about convergence, voice, data, video, everything is getting combined into one. Thanks to Jio, things are going to be rapidly penetrating into your house very soon. You may not need dish TV, you may not need cable TV, you may not need telephony. Everything is going to be taken out, and one wire will come in your building and penetrate it, and all of things will just disappear. So that's where we are moving to. And then moving to the artificial intelligence and robotics. Robotics are going to really revolutionize everything. And there's a fear, and in my earlier segment in Delhi and Bangalore, people are talking about, will finally robo replace human beings? And in fact, in one of the press conference that we had, there was a question asked, thanks to digital transformation, will human beings be replaced by robotics? Anybody would tend to agree that will human beings disappear, and will robots really take over the positions of human beings? Say yes or no? No. Okay, how many no? Okay, how many yes? And how many partially? Oh, quite a lot. Okay, so what will happen to then the guy who are partially going to be displaced? What will happen to their jobs? I'll give you another example. It possibly will explain what will happen. Some years ago, we had this telephone booths. One rupee used to go in public call office. A lot of booths were there. With 1 rupee, you used to make a phone call, and you used to see them in every streets and corner, right? Now they're all disappeared, right? Do you see still them? No. Everybody has got a mobile. Voice calling is almost free now. So they all disappeared. But what happened to their jobs? He says they sell SIM cards now.
People used to do prank calls with that.
Sorry?
People used to do prank calls.
People used to do prank calls, calling your girlfriend so that they won't know. Now she can trace you because you have a number. So my sense is, while some jobs will get changed, most of the jobs will get changed, the skills are changing rapidly. My colleague man was right that the same guys are in the same booths, but not selling one-copy phone calls, but selling mobile SIM cards, repairing the mobiles, that's what you see, or mobile accessories. This is a very important slide. What does digital transformation mean to somebody? I mean, these are my views. There are 4 aspects of it. Some people transform their business models. Some people want to give a user experience. Some people completely digitize their operations. And some believe in thought leadership with their products. So I'll take an example of Uber. I mean, this personally, even today I came in Uber actually. And I was thinking whether I should take my car. Parking is free here, no cost attached to it, don't worry about it. But even after that, even though I stay 5 kilometers from here, I'll come in Uber over here. That's something which is really, these guys are working on your minds all the while and really coming in a big disruption. So now the whole business model is changed. You can take an app, you can figure out where you want to go, what is the price, and it's a real convenience that they have done. How many do not believe in Uber over here? Wow. So you're not part of the 7.1%. And I never believed, Uber is a global company. I never thought that Ola will be able to make a dent in this country. But now they got a huge funding in several billions. This is an Indian company which is now competing with Uber. Let's take another example of Nike. I mean, when I saw this video, it is a real user experience. The way people are buying online. A few years ago, I never thought India is a country where people will buy online. I think I'm completely wrong. And nowadays, everybody seems to be buying online. So Nike, what they did was, it's a nice video what they did, completely digitized the entire store. So these 2 young people, I think most of the people who buy online are pretty young. And I'm not in that category, unfortunately or fortunately, whichever way. But these 2 guys go to a store, digital store, they have a football player in their mind, they find it on the digital wall, this is my guy. So they start customizing it. This is the lace, this is the color, these are the studs that I need. And they create a different version of the shoe. And by the way, you already recognize that this guy is part of the digital economy. So he has a card there, so the payments are done online, and by the time you're checking out, the shoe is almost ready there. Now this kind of an experience is a real user experience. Things are changing rapidly, and this will impact and improve in all our lives, and this is what we see. Earlier I was thinking, and large part of the segment what you saw in the morning, we were talking about a lot of things in US and Europe, but this will soon come here, and it's happening here. I will share some examples. My colleague will talk about it in a short while. It's amazing. This is what is happening right here in India as well. Swiggy. Anybody has not heard about it? So this is something very, again, Indian stuff. So if you call Domino Pizza, I'm sure you heard about Domino Pizza, right? So Domino Pizza you can call and you can get a pizza home. You can call McD and they'll send you a burger home. But we Indians typically like, we like burgers, we like pizza, we like biryani. And that's where Swiggy is positioned, and you can one call, you can get all of these things. Maybe cashless, digital, same like Uber, with special discounts as well. So much cheaper than going to McD's as well sometimes. Same thing in Uber, if you take a typical taxi and there are discount coupons available now, sometimes it's cheaper. So it's an economical model, business model, ease of use, experience, digitized, everything. And the last one is pretty interesting. I have been completely transformed by my daughter. I was an Android guy. How many have Apple phones here? Oh, large audience. Because I really like the Android one because it is cheap, it's open, you can have more apps available. Even if it breaks or goes into the water, it doesn't matter, you can replace it. Cost of ownership or cost of replacement is cheap. You do the same thing with an Apple, you're dead. So, but however, this Apple is now launched a new phone which is going to cost us $1 lakh. And I'm sure half of this audience is going to buy that. Now you should take it yourself in some time, in 5 years. You said my mobile budget was 10,000 rupees or even less, maybe 5 or 8. People have changed, significantly, and these kind of things which are coming in are intruding. Now my daughter also gifted an Apple Watch. Looking into my lifestyle, she was saying, Papa, you're going crazy. So I'm going to watch you now. So though first she gifted me an iPhone, then she gives me an Apple Watch. She has done some configuration by which this entire data is available on iCloud now. So it's all the data she is mapping, how many steps I take, how many times I do deep breathing, how many times I'm going to the gym, how many calories I'm burning. So when she calls me from US that your goals are not achieved for the day. This is crazy, right? But I'm beginning to like it. So now I'm getting more disciplined because of this funny disruptions of digital that is coming in. And I'm sure all of you are going to start liking this thing soon. Okay, let me just go on very quickly to the other things. What I think the point that I'm trying to bring out here is not everywhere you can do digital transformation. I have seen one example, I'm taking one example. If you go in down south, inside the temple, there is still oil lamp, right? Have anybody seen the down south temples? Can you do any digital transformation there? I don't think so. You have to be careful of the social fabric that you're operating on. And there are many other operating principles that are there. So they don't forget it while everything else is moved to LED and even more intelligent LED or smart lighting or smart cities. Going forward, your entire bills can be configured to the way you want it. However, in some places you may not be able to go digital. You should do, obviously, transformation which makes sense to you and it should create value. It should give you more flexibility. So that is why. So you have to be very careful where you apply your digital transformation journey. I'll talk only on one slide and I'm going to bring my colleague because that is more interesting. But I'll use one example to explain this slide. In Japan, in FUJITSU, there is a research going on doctors doing surgeries. Very recently I read a paper in India, I don't know if you heard about it. A robot replaced the tooth of a human being. Anybody have read it? Okay. It's scary, right? It's really scary. Imagine you are going to a surgery room and some machine is going to operate on you. This is really scary. Again, it's happening. So all the things that Andy touched upon in the morning on the other side, artificial intelligence, big data analytics, intuitive, predictive, all of that machine learning, everything FUJITSU is investing a lot into these technologies. The whole idea, what the concept is pretty interesting is, whenever you go to a surgery, you sign a form, right? And all the fine print is written there which you normally don't want to read. It basically says that if you die on operating table, doctor is not responsible. You are responsible and that's why you sign in there. With this research, the doctor, what they are doing is, now you have 3D, 4D and whatnot, all this thing is available. So before a surgery, the doctor actually starts operating on the computer with everything being digital. And whatever errors he is making, the computer is able to pick it up through machine learning and all the algorithms that are there. So he already gets a list of the problems that he had during the surgery, and next time when he is actually going on the surgery table, his rate of success is improving all the way. At the same time, his data is fed in again in the system, and this cycle is getting better and better and better. So this is a scenario what is going, and who knows, after some 10 years, really indeed human beings could be replaced by robots. Not sure, though it's happening a lot in the automotive space. You don't see the laborers anywhere. A lot of machines are interacting and assembling a car. In future, maybe the surgeries will also be done by robotics. That doesn't mean the doctor will disappear because the doctor actually designed that system. So you start from the data finally ending it with information, and of course there's a decision process. So this is how the life cycle goes on. With that, I will just come to my last slide. So digital transformation may seem very simple from outside, but it depends upon a complete comprehensive ecosystem and a business model behind it. With that, I will stop and I'll invite Vishal to take into some cases we are actually doing here in India. Pretty interesting use cases that you have. Vishal.
Good evening, everyone. So over the day, you have been hearing terms like Internet of Things. You saw some case studies which Andy spoke about in his keynote. What I am going to do is show you some of the work which we have been doing, FUJITSU have been doing with our clients within India, and how we have been working on things like Internet of Things, mobility, artificial intelligence, and things like that. So Andy briefly showed you the slide wherein he spoke about the relationship which we have with Syngenta. So Syngenta is among the world's largest agricultural companies. They are into the business of manufacturing seeds and crop protection products like herbicides, insecticides, and so on. Now, one of the things which obviously Syngenta wanted to do was reach out to the grower community, and it gels very well with the human-centric society vision which FUJITSU has. How do they help the growers improve the yield of the crop? How do they help the growers ensure that they get the right products to protect their crops as and when they have to? How do they do that? So what Syngenta did was work very closely with FUJITSU and build a digital marketing platform, which is the mobile app, which is available live, up and running. It is available on Play Store free of cost. All of you can go, whosoever has an Android phone, whosoever did not raise their hand when I'll ask you to go on Play Store. The name of the app is called Anantam. Anantham, and you actually download it. Beauty of and I'll show you a demo of the app as well. But as you see, the app is available for 7 different crops, works in 7 different languages. So apart from English and Hindi, grower community obviously needs to be spoken to in their own language. So someone who grows a crop in Maharashtra obviously needs to understand Marathi. And the entire content of the farming protocol, farming practices has to be shown in Marathi. And imagine having this across all different states. So 7 different languages across all the states. This is what we have gone live with. We also have 2 esteemed guests from Syngenta with us today in this room. They are part of the engagement which we are working on, and this is already up and running. This is some of the screenshots. Before the screenshot, I'll actually show you the app. So if you could switch over to the tab, please. So this is how the app looks like. So I'm projecting it from the tab. So if you see on the top, you have 2 different crops. As soon as you click on the crop, the image changes. The entire content of the app changes as you click on the crop. So if I'm in hot pepper and I go to program for high yield, I actually get to see the entire protocol for the hot pepper. So it starts from nursery stage, which is the first, and it goes to the maturity and harvesting stage, which is the last. In each of these stages, you actually get to see the crop problems. So if you click on the crop problem, you get to see what it is, where and why it occurs, and so on, and how Syngenta can help you mitigate that crop problem, and that's the product. So if you click at the Syngenta product, you actually get to see everything about that product. You get to see the key features, what are the key features of the product, you get to see what is this effective against. So there are 2 different diseases which is effective against. You also get to see the dosage and application, how do you apply this product, and so on. And everything. If a particular grower has used this, he also has the testimonial available. So now I'm showing this to you in English because most of the people work in English, but imagine having a farmer having this entire content available to him in his own local language. I mean, it becomes so very easy for him to be able to know everything and get everything. Now, if you go here, he also gets to see the weather information. Now, since I'm not online, it will not give you the weather. That's the beauty of the app. The entire app works offline. So right now I'm online because I'm projecting my tab on the screen, but the entire content is available offline to the growers. Even though we have Reliance 4G, even though we have networks, but our growers for all practical reasons live in remote areas where the internet is still a challenge. So what Syngenta didn't want to do is have growers be limited to using their application just because they don't have internet. So they get to see where to see the nearest retailers. So they can also ask a query. So let's say a grower has a query which he cannot really solve because of whatever content is available. he can still reach out to the Syngenta economic leads by asking a question, posting a picture and saying, guys, I have a problem, can you please connect to me? And Syngenta has dedicated economic leads to ensure that they are responding to grower community as soon as possible. So this is the app, this is live as I said, you could go through the app, this is the work which we have done, digital platform, digital marketing, human-centric society, that's the vision that Syngenta had and that's the vision that Fujitsu has. If you could check over please. This one is around IoT. What essentially we did was now, if you look at Google Maps will bring you to probably Grand Hyatt. But within Grand Hyatt, if you want to go to second floor to a ballroom 2 or 3, how do you go? And you are new. What you typically do is ask a receptionist. Receptionist is not available, you will probably wait for someone and ask out. Imagine having a similar problem in your own offices, or in your machines, or in your plants, or in going to a football stadium and you have a ticket and you don't know where my seat is. Imagine a football stadium round and you struggle to find a seat and you keep asking people where to go and all. So what we did was we wanted to build a solution which is based on beacons. And these are the beacons which we have used for these solutions. So these are nothing but radio transmitters. They have a double battery inside them which powers them for 2 to 3 years and the range is 10 to 20 meters. They are different from RFIDs, which means they do not transmit any information. All they do is their proximity sensors. So what you see here, and I will also project this on the iPhone, is the actual live application which we have built. So the second and the third slide actually show you the floor plan of one of the floors in our Fujitsu India campus in Pune. Yeah. And you are able to navigate inside using such a solution. So I'll quickly again walk through the entire, if you could switch over to the icon please. Now this is the app. Again, so if you go to navigation, this is my floor map for the entire floor. If I want to navigate from let's say boardroom to let's say conference room 408, and you get the entire navigation and route. And if I was connected to beacons right now, this will actually work like Google Maps. So it will have a blue dot and it will keep moving with you and directing you if you were to get lost. And that's what we did. So if I were to let's say use from 408 to let's say dining area, and since they are close by, it actually shows you a blue arrow close by. What we also did was obviously did a lot of other things to make it an employee facing app. So we integrated key contacts, we integrated locations, we integrated the entire news feed from Fujitsu and so on. So again, a lot of use cases as I mentioned in my slide which you could use very indoors, and I did this session in Delhi as well as Bangalore, and a lot of questions came in. How could we use this solution in our own campus, in our own colleges, in our own hospitals and so on. Fujitsu Japan has used the same solution in hospitals to intimate to the patients that don't have to wait outside the doctor room. Just go and sip coffee and tea. Whenever your turn comes, we'll push you a notification because we know you are here already using your beacon. So that's how you can address a lot of very human-centric society solution again. And everything which I'm talking about resonates with what Andy spoke about, the human-centric society vision, which is what Fujitsu has. If we could switch over to the slide. And again, as I mentioned, I'm running through some of the slides in the interest of time. I'm available throughout the day. If anybody has any specific questions, how we can help you, feel free to reach out to me and we can discuss it together. So this is on Fujitsu predictive maintenance. So what use case which you are trying to address is in your machines, in your plants which you have a lot of machines which operate 24/7. And it is very critical operations. As Andy also mentioned, one single hour of loss in a machine or in a manufacturing industry can cause billions of dollars of loss. So what we did was we are building a model here in Pune itself with our Fujitsu team, wherein we will put sensors on the machines and we will be able to monitor the health of the machine and able to give you a predictive modeling on is this machine going to fail in next 10 days or 15 days or so on. That's the model which we are working on. What here you see is 4 slides, and I'll, if you could switch over to my laptop please now, I'll show them the live demo. So this is hosted on cloud. What you see is 4 different machines here. So if I were to click on one of these machines, You will see the machine image, you will see what is the remaining life, 31 days, it is not failing, it is operating pretty well, and if there are different elements, so what is the average RPM, what is the peak distinction, and so on. What you also see is different devices which are right now being monitored. So you have obviously have a gateway. Gateway is what connects your devices to the cloud. So gateway sits in between the sensors, and you have 6 different sensors which are right now. And you can give user access, you can give notifications, and you see all the notifications get sent as and when you register a device. So there is a registration process that needs to happen for your device to get authenticated. Not every device can be authenticated by itself. So we are already talking to a lot of our clients, especially on manufacturing, because this becomes pretty important on manufacturing rather than having a regular AMC where someone comes and checks a machine. Even though that machine is perfectly fine, you still have to pay for that AMC cost. So why not have such a predictive modeling solution? We use machine learning open source library to build the solution. We have used linear regression and decision tree kind of algorithm. That's the kind of technical work which is being done at the back end. I've already shown this already to you. Monitors the average pressure and the pressure. So this is a machine. Because this is a pump, it is measuring the pressure and so on. This is my last slide, and this is again a live use case to what we have done. So this is implemented in our FUJITSU on our intranet portal for our employees. Now when we talk about human-centric society, obviously employees are at the center of it. Very important that we are able to address the needs of our employees. Now what happens is FUJITSU growing exponentially over the last couple of years. We have a lot of new employees joining us every month. Every time an employee joins, he has similar types of questions. Where do I find this policy document? Who is my HR? Who do I reach to? What is the floating policy? What is casual leave? So every company has different types of leave policies and so on. What do I do with so many other things? Typical solution is, if I don't have chatbot, please log an IT ticket. Emails, obviously we don't believe in sending emails for everything. So please log an IT ticket, someone will respond back to you. Imagine someone who works, so FUJITSU works 24/7. We have people working in America, we have people working in Australia and New Zealand shift. Someone working at 3 AM in the morning raises a ticket, obviously HR will not be there to respond to this ticket. IT works 24/7 but not HR. Right? So that solution comes at 8 AM in the morning. Employee has to wait 5-6 hours, he complains, it is not my problem that I am working at 3 AM, my company asked me to leave, but an employee who works 9 to 5 gets immediate response, I don't get it. That's one problem. Second is, every time I raise a ticket, I get different response. Because sometimes Vishal responds, while sometimes Ninad may respond. And because we are humans, obviously our response style will be different. But this is computer, which means every single time I was to raise a question, I will get the exact same experience. I will get the exact same response, and I'll get that response within seconds. I don't have to wait. This is already live. It's been 4 months. We went live in March end. So it's been almost 6 months now. We have seen 30% reduction in the number of L1 tickets, which typically employees raise. The target is to roll it out across all other 8 FUJITSU locations which we have in Portugal, Costa Rica and so on. So that all is already in place. And again, I'll show you a live demo of this. Now what we also did was something interesting, and you will experience it. I don't have to tell you that. If you could switch over to my laptop, please. Thank you. Is the audio working?
Third hour. Mr. Sule is head HR for India GDC. He can be reached at suman.savawal@in.fujitsu.com.
So this is text to speech. We have the similar thing of speech to text as well. So you have a normal chatbot where you will type a question, you will get a response, you will read through it. But what I just showed you was obviously a chatbot. I get a response, and I also have that response converted into speech. And I could do the same thing with speech to text as well. I could ask that question, and it would interpret my speech. It will send that response question, and I'll get the response. So this, as I mentioned, speech to text, text to speech is something which we are right now in pilot stage. The other solution, which is just text based, is already live. Our 4,300 plus employees across Fujitsu India are using it. We are rolling it out to a lot of other locations within Fujitsu. We already have a lot of clients. So imagine some of people sitting here have brands which they manufacture, and they have a website where they publish that brand portfolio and a catalog. And what typically happens is you expect your customers to come to your website, browse through your catalog, which is very monotonous, right? They will go through a lot of things. They will if your UI is not pretty good, they will get lost out and they will probably not visit your website. Imagine you have a chatbot sitting on your public website, wherein someone wants to know about your brand, someone wants to know, okay, what do you do, what are the functionalities, and he speaks to a chatbot. And we being social animals, we like to talk. We don't like to sit and just browse through a lot of things. And that's why WhatsApp and Facebook survive, because we are able to talk to you. And that's what this chatbot solution does for you. You are able to talk, interact, and get solutions real time. This was the last item. What we wanted to show Ninad and myself was to live solutions which Fujitsu is working with our clients, building it for them to ensure we have a human-centric society, to have digital co-creation and digital transformation done together